Hello everyone, and today I'm going to show you 10 ways to improve your LEGO Rebel Army. Tip number 1. Many different Rebel Alliance battle packs come with stud shooters. These are no good, so tip number 1 is to get rid of your stud shooters and replace them with better guns. So now that you've taken your stud shooters off of the figures, you can get rid of them. Then replace them with better guns. You can also replace some of your plain guns that come with various troopers with other more detailed guns made with bricks. Some examples of this are a pistol for a rebel trooper, this gun for a rebel fleet trooper, this one for a Hoth rebel trooper, this one for a rebel trooper, a machine gun for a rebel trooper, a rocket launcher for a rebel trooper, this sniper gun for a rebel trooper, this sniper gun for a rebel trooper, 2 pistols for old Captain Rex, and this gun for another rebel trooper. So those were just some of the examples of various different guns you could build to improve your army. If you want to see a tutorial for the designs of some of these guns, you can check out our video called 10 Guns to Improve Your LEGO Star Wars Minifigures. These guns improve your army by helping them be more effective in battle and look way cooler. Tip number 2 is to give your figures bandoliers. We have made a video on how to make these bandoliers, which will be linked in the cards and description below. It is very simple, using a printout, paper, scissors, and markers. There are many different types of bandoliers that you can make. Some examples are this bandolier for a rebel trooper, this bandolier for a rebel trooper, this bandolier for another rebel trooper, this bandolier for a Hoth rebel trooper, and this bandolier for another rebel trooper. These are just a few of the many different options of bandoliers you can create for the troopers of your army. These help your army look cooler and be more prepared for the battles. Tip number 3 is to give your army some backpacks. These are very useful for your army to carry supplies and other things into battle. We have a few different brick-built designs for backpacks, and some of these are this backpack, which uses a 1x1 tile, this gray piece, 2 cheese slopes on both sides, and a 1x2 slope in the middle. This backpack with a bracket, a dark tan piece in the middle, and 2 light tan tiled off pieces, as well as a jumper plate with a lever on in the back. This backpack with an extended dark tan piece, a lever, and a cheese slope. This backpack with a bracket, a dark green 1x2 plate, a tile, and a stud on top. And you can give this guy a different backpack to take off his backpack, which will spice up your Hoth troopers. This unique backpack essentially just consists of a bracket, a clip, and a unique gun on the back. These backpacks help your troopers carry more supplies so that they can be more prepared for the battles. Tip number 4 is to make some flags for your rebel army. We have a video on how to make these flags, which will be linked in the cards and description below. All you need to make these flags is scissors, paper, a printout, and some glue. These are very easy to make and add nice detail to your army. Tip number 5 is to add an engineer to your army. This will be a designated trooper who will go around fixing up the broken down ships of the Rebel Alliance. We have made this guy for our engineer, who uses some LEGO City Police pants, a Resistance Trooper outfit, Gimli's head, and some LEGO City hair. We also made this cart for him to ride, which has all sorts of tools on it. To build this platform, first you build the lower level, which has 6 brackets on the bottom, as well as some of these flattened tiles on it. Then you put pieces on the sides of the brackets, such as grill pieces and these printed pieces here. Then on top of these brackets, you put some plates, as well as a bracket in the front. Then you create this bracket with a grill piece and some levers on front for the engineer to control it. And you put one of these pieces in the middle with one of these pieces in the back. Then you build the middle section with the tools on it and some clips, and on top of that goes these sloped parts with some plates and some tiles on top of that. At the back of his cart, it is all built off of a 2x4 plate, and it has some tools here which are on clips and have tiled off circular part on top of that. He also has a welding machine which is very useful, and a toolbox. If you don't have this specific welding part, you can take off the welder and the toolbox and replace it with this welder we have built. It uses some simple common parts such as a whip, a lightsaber blade, a stud with a hole in it, and then these parts below. You can then take off a tool from here and connect this. Then you have a completed cart to carry around your engineer and his tools. This is a great way to improve your army, as now you can fix up any ships that got damaged in battle. Tip number 6 is to make a dish turret for your rebel army. These turrets are most notably seen on Hoth, but are also used on Tatooine and Endor and various other planets by the Rebel Alliance. We have designed our own version of this turret, which is easy for one person to control by looking through these viewing holes. So how you build this is, first you get one of these big ray dishes, and on the back you get a 2 long cheese slope, a 2x3 tile, and this unique 1x2 plate. Then you turn it over and get one of these round 2x2 plates, and you get this whole design here, which has all of these clipped plates around it, which create the look of the turret. You then press it all in. Then on this axle in the middle, you get one of these circular gears and this light gray Technic piece, and you stick it right onto the axle. Then you get a light bluish stud with a hole in it on top of that. Also, you need to make sure that the empty one is in line with this. Next, you build the bottom part of the turret, first building up this assembly using these sloped bricks and this 1x4 brick with holes in it in the middle and a grill piece on top of that. Then, into one of these holes, you can stick a jumper plate, which will connect the turret to the ground. On top of that, you build this whole assembly here, which uses a 1x1 brick with studs on all 4 sides, as well as these slope bricks on both sides of that. Then you get 2 1x2 plates and these little brackets with cheese slopes on the side. In the front of this, you get this 1x2 plate with a clip on the end, as well as a 1x1 plate and this sloped piece, which is inverted as you can see here. Then you connect this whole thing at the bottom stud to this assembly. At the back of the assembly, you get a bracket with a grill piece on top of it. Then you can get these legs, which you could also use one of those hinge pieces for, as you can see here. And we get this modified unique 1x2 brick with some flat tiled off studs on top of it. You then connect this whole assembly to the top part by clipping this clip into here. Once you've done that, you will see there is a big hole here, and we use one of these cheese slope parts to put it right inside of there. Now all you do is get this stud and stick it right in the center of the stud at the bottom. So that is the main build of the turret, but what you can also do is build this build here, which will connect the figure to the turret. All it uses is a bracket piece, a 2x3 piece, and a 2x2 piece at the bottom. You can build it in any color that the terrain around the turret will be. You then just connect it to these parts back here using the bracket. You can also make the turret look like it is shooting by connecting yellow parts to the front of it, like so. This is a very useful turret to help your army and is much better at killing stormtroopers than a regular blaster gun. Tip number 7 is to add officers and leaders to your army. There are many different people who lead the Rebel Alliance. Some of these include Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and we use a special bowcaster for him, taking out the shooting part and putting in a black tile. Hera, Carician Andor, Jyn Erso, Saw Gerrera, which we made using a blue pilot's body from Rogue One, this special spaceman upper body suit piece, old Lando's head, some hair from Finn, a black stick, different brown and black hands, as well as this string piece, which is wrapped from the front to the back of the figure, with a 1x1 tile on top of it. General Dodonna, Bail Organa, who is made using black hair, this head from a Rebel battle pack, this body from a Imperial battle pack with white arms and tan hands, and Farm Boy Luke's legs. You can also use Baze from Rogue One's head, which makes it look even better. And Mon Mothma, who is made using some of this red hair from Obi-Wan, a girl's face, these Princess Leia robes, pretty much any Princess Leia robes would work, some white legs, and a skirt and cape, which are made using our 2 videos of how to make capes for your LEGO figures and how to make skirts/towels for your LEGO figures, which will be linked in the cards and description below. You can also make any of these leaders you want using paper printouts, which are part of how to make Jedi robes for your Lego figures, which is one of our videos, which will be linked in the cards and description below. And this makes it quite easy, as all you do is color a part in and then cover the torso of whoever you want to make. You just need to have the right color body and head and legs. All these leaders definitely improve your army a lot, as they can help your army strategize and win in the battles. Tip number 8 is to add Jedi to your Rebel army. Even though the Jedi Order has been destroyed by the Empire, there are still many Jedi who join up with the Rebels. These greatly help your army, as they are very effective in combat. Some of the Jedi you could put in your army are Old Obi-Wan, Farm Boy Luke, Kanan, Ezra, who is made using Bulio's body, orange arms, a classic rebel face, this black hair, brown legs, and Yoda's hands, because surprisingly he has green gloves. Old Luke, and Ahsoka, as we see in Star Wars Rebels. She is made using Ahsoka's head and tails from the 2020 AAT, 2 blue lightsabers, brown legs, and this skirt, which is made using our video, which is called How to Make Jedi Robes for Your Lego Figures, which will be linked in the cards and description below. And this body, as you can see here, which is from the Mandalorian Battle Pack. It also has gray arms and light gray hands. These are definitely very, very helpful figures for improving your army. They help guide your troops into battle and strategize. We also want to thank Darkside Bricks, who helped us come up with this tip. His channel will be linked in the description below. So please help us get him to 100 subscribers, as he has been a really great supporter of our channel. Tip number 9 is to make ponchos for your Lego figures. We have a video on how to do this, which is called How to Make Ponchos for Your Lego Figures, which will be linked in the cards and description below. It is very easy to do using paper, a printout, scissors, and markers. These ponchos help your troopers and leaders blend into their surroundings. Some examples of ones you can make are this brown poncho for a rebel trooper, this camouflage poncho for an Endor rebel trooper, this poncho for Farm Boy Luke, and this poncho for Jyn Erso. These are just a few examples of ponchos you can make, but the possibilities are endless. Tip number 10 is to add vehicles to your army. There are many different vehicles that the Rebel Alliance uses in battle. These help your army have more firepower and travel greater distances. Some of the vehicles you could give your army are speeders, like this one and this one, the Phantom, or the Phantom 2, an X-Wing, a U-Wing, and many more. All these vehicles help improve your army and make it better in battle. So that was our 10 tips to improve your Rebel Alliance army. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button down below and subscribe for more videos like this. We also have 10 ways to improve your clone army, separatist army, and imperial army, and are planning to make many more, which you can check out in a playlist, which will be linked in the cards and description below. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope to see all of you next time here at Sanders 3 Lego. Bye!